What is up, YouTube? This is gonna be my Green Bay Packers OTA IP recap. I did extremely well for one day. I'm not gonna lie. I was supposed to be 2 days, but the first day it rained really bad, so I did not get. I got 4 guys, and I got so many on the way backs. Guys said it's on the way back, but it was thunderstorming, so I couldn't do anything about that. Lacey, Matthews, Rogers, Cobb, Nelson, Peppers, they were all there the first day. Lacey and Matthews said, "We'll get you on the way back when we leave for the day," but it was storming, so I couldn't. Hunley was there too. Hunley wasn't there the second day, so that really sucked. But so I could have got Lacey and Matthews, but I also would have gotten them ruined, so that would have been no point. OTAs are pretty cool. I'd recommend it if you haven't tried it yet. You can get a lot of good players, especially on teams that actually sign, because the Packers' better players, like I said, like Rogers and Cobb and Nelson, they're really tough. They are really, really, really tough. So, unfortunately, I did not get them, but I did get 60 autographs. I was the spotter. I was calling out all those undrafted free agents and stuff. I was just going for everybody, you know, because I'm only down there for a day. Let's make the best of it. Let's get everybody we possibly can. So, yeah, met a couple Appleton guys who graph the away games, or a home away team for the Packers. They're pretty cool. Shout out to Josh and Vaughn. Yeah, they're really nice guys. I like them a lot, and it was fun to graph with them. So let's show what I got here. Starting out with Fabian's Abele. He is our, I don't know, like our 4-string offensive tackle. He'll get cut, but he only signed 1 of 5 because he had to go to practice. He said because this is the first day. I only got 4 guys in the first day, and he said he signed the rest after practice, but I didn't stay for after practice because I couldn't, because everything would have got destroyed. So happy to get that. He's chill. He was a nice guy. Next we got Josh Walker. He's an offensive guard. I got him on 3 little customs here. He was cool. He was kind of hard to pick out because I didn't realize he had tattoos, and his hair was grown out pretty long, but glad to get him. He was nice. Signed for everybody. Everybody signed for everyone. If I called someone over, they'd sign for everyone if you wanted them, pretty much. Next, we're going from like best to worst order here. This guy's got some strange hair. Marcus Reed. He signed 5 of 5. He's had his Packer number on the college photos, so that kind of sucks. But 1, 2, 3. These 4x6 have got stuck together. 1 second. 4 and 5. So that's cool. He probably won't make a team either, but you never know. I go for all the guys because they could be like the next Sam Shields. They could be the next Matthew Dellavedova. You know, they could be that undrafted guy. You never know. So I just kind of go for everyone. So yeah. Next, 3 of 3 from former Chief safety Gene Fenor. He signed his Packer number on 1 of them, and then the other 2 he didn't sign his number. So that was kind of cool that he didn't. He was a nice guy too. No one knew who the heck he was. Because there was very few of us, which is cool, but some guy thought he was a trainer, and I'm like, no, that's Gene Fenor, and I said Gene, and he came over and he signed. One of the only Haitian players in the NFL, so that's kind of cool, I guess. Next, Travis Manning. This dude was a beast in college, but the chances of him making a team are pretty slim because he's a D2 guy. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. But he played for the Bearcats, so that's cool. 1, 2, Travis Manning. I'm trying to go kind of fast because I want to keep this under 15 minutes. Next, Mitch Henry. He's a tight end. No 4x6 there. I'm assuming you guys don't really care about these guys, so I'm trying to go past these guys. I have a couple stories to tell. Tavares Dantzler, I called him. He was like with the posse guys. I called him over, and the other ones came over. He liked the photos a lot. I asked him for gloves if I come back, and he said, yeah, for sure. Just remind me on Instagram, so we'll see about that. If he's still on the team, I doubt they'd cut him between OTAs and stuff. Garth Gerhardt. Oh, funny story about him. He's too pert, I guess. I said, could you sign these 6? And he's like, nah, man, I'm only signing 2. And I'm like, okay. And the funny thing is, these 2 kids are not the kids from Apple. These are 2 kids, 3 kids that were chasing him down. And they're like, that's TJ Lang and David Bakhtiari. And I'm like, okay, cool, because those guys don't sign that much. Because like I said, Packers are really terrible at signing. Like TJ Lang and David Bakhtiari are tough signers. And so I'm following them. The guy wrote it on the window, and it's Garth Gerhardt, and I'm just like, that's not TJ Lang. And so I'm like, okay, whatever. So I hand him the booklet, and he always signs 2, and I was just kind of like, okay. And then I missed our Sean Richardson, who's actually a good safety and could start on a couple teams, for Garth Gerhardt, who won't even make the roster. But oh well, it's good. It's good, you know. It doesn't really matter, I guess. Next, this guy's from Wisconsin. We got Kyle Sabetic. He's from Racine, I'm pretty sure. He is the only white cornerback in the NFL. So, I thought that was kind of cool. It's kind of rare. You only see one white cornerback in the NFL. But if he makes the team, which he probably won't, but if he does, he'll be the only white cornerback in the NFL. He was cool, too. Next, Ricky Collins. This guy was funny. He was pretty cool. He was joking around with everyone. Like I said, the Packers have so many good receivers. I'm not even kidding. This dude, he burnt Sam Shields, alright? Sam Shields, he's the fastest player in the NFL. He has the fastest 40 time in the NFL. And Ricky Collins burned him in OTAs and got past Morgan Burnett. Ricky Collins won't make the roster. The Packers honestly have the best receivers core in the NFL, just from my opinion, from what I've seen. They just got a lot of talent there, and it's unfortunate. If they could keep 8 receivers, they would. Matt Blanchard, former Bear, and he went to UW Whitewater, which is about 40 minutes from my house. So that's pretty cool. He was nice. He might be a practice squad guy. Next, we got Larry Pinkard on 5 of 5. I wasn't too sure who this guy was. Like, I kind of knew who he was because he's got this weird haircut now. So, he signed 1 card. Well, I don't know where the other card went, but I'm missing 1. But 2, 3, 4. Kind of hard to see that one. I don't know where the other card went. But there's another card that's somewhere. I don't know where it went. But next, Rajon Neal. This guy's cool, but I don't know. It was just kind of weird in the moment. I dropped a card and he just signed that one. I kind of just closed my book. I don't know, but I could have got him on more, but I didn't. Rajon Neal, one of 8, I guess. Lane Taylor, backup guard. He'll make the team. 1 of 1. And 1 of 4. He said, which one do you want me to sign? I was kind of like, what is he, 1 per or something like that. He was a nice guy, but it was kind of surprising when we signed 1. Oh, 1 second. We're getting kind of to the guys that are better now. Nate Palmer, he signed 1, 2, 3, and 4. This dude is a diehard Bulls fan. We asked him, he got Cavs or Warriors, and he's like Bulls, so we're just kind of like, okay. So, but he's cool. He signs for everyone. Next, backup center, J.C. Treader on 3. He's cool. At first, I didn't really know, because I kept asking him throughout the day, and he just kept saying, I'll get you later. Like, I asked him like 2 or 3 times, and he's just like, I'll get you later, and I come out, and I'm like, okay. And he came back out, I'm like, I'll get you later. I'm just like, okay. But he finally came through and signed, so he was nice. Next, backup quarterback, Scott Tolzien. I heard this guy's actually kind of tough, which is surprising considering he's a backup quarterback. But I was able to, I found him when he was like wandering around the parking lot. I don't know what he was doing, but I called him over and he signed. So that was cool. I thought I had a card of him, but I couldn't find it. Now on to the 8x10s. Miles White. Like I said, if the Packers could keep eight receivers, he'd be one of them. But he probably won't make a team. He deserves it. He deserves to be on an NFL roster, but probably won't be the Packers. Next, defensive tackle, Mike Pennell. He's pretty cool too. He signs for everyone. He came out okay. So there's like 2 sets of doors by the training facility where they come out. He came out the second pair of doors, but I could tell who he was when he came out. So I said, "Mike, could you sign?" It's like, "Let me go to my truck real quick." So I went to the other side and I got him. He was cool. Next, he's probably one of the nicest guys on the team. Chris Banjo. This photo is really cool. I don't even care. He'll probably make the team because he's a great special teams guy. But he's underrated in my opinion. He makes some pretty big hits on special teams and stuff. So he signed. I told him to check his mail because I sent him something a while back. So that's pretty cool. Chris Banjo right there. Next, this guy might get some snaps. He'll get some more snaps this year. He was our 4th round draft pick last year. The silver turned out like crap. Oh, and I have a quick question for you guys. Do you guys use, like, for your Prismas, do they work well on glossy photos? Because I haven't used Prismas yet, and I know Decos suck on glossy photos. So, anyways, that silver kind of streaked pretty bad, but he signed 2 photos. He's a nice guy. He always signs if you ask him to. So yeah, that's Carl Bradford. He might start. He might be our opening day starter at middle linebacker. We'll see. Next, we got one of the better tackles that are backups in the NFL, Don Barclay. I like him a lot, and if someone goes down, he can play just about every position. So he's a versatile guy. Next, we got Kyrie Thornton. He was out for the year last year, but he is a defensive end who I think could be pretty good if he gets snaps this year. We got our defensive lines improved from last year. Kennard Backman, he signed 2 of 2, but I don't know where the other 4x6 is. Should probably look for that. I don't know where that went, but he signed 2 of 2. He's a cool guy. He would have been the last guy drafted out of UAB, but since they got reinstated, he's not. But he was a nice guy. He'll be like hopefully not as bad as Brandon Bostic, but he'll be like our Bostic, like our 3rd string tight end. Next, you can tell who this dude is from a mile away. A quick little story about him is he came out like those second doors. It's really hard to see. I said they're like 70, 80 feet away from where you're standing. Maybe not, like 50, 60 feet away from where you're standing. And you could tell by his hair, because he's got like, like a little flat top thing. So I'm like, Christian, and he's like, I was like yelling his name because it's hard to hear. And he came over with his group of guys, and he had like Larry Pinkard and what's his name, and Josh Francis. I don't know I couldn't figure out who Josh Francis was, though. He was the only Packer I could not figure out who that was. But he came over with Larry Pinkard, Josh Francis, and like Tavares Dantzler. He'll make the team. I like him a lot. He's got a lot of potential. He's got a nice autograph too. The silver actually turned out really well on that. He put number 9 though. He didn't finish the 7, but it's good. Now kind of not really mojo, but the starters. LaTroy Guion. You might know him probably for selling weed because he got arrested and he might get suspended this year. But he's pretty chill to the fans. He's got an amazing autograph. He probably, in my opinion, this is the best autograph I've gotten. It's just so nice. I don't know, I like it. The gold did okay, but you'll see later that I am done with gold Sharpies. Because they just, I don't know, I'm done with them. So yeah, but Troy Guion, cool guy, signs for everyone. Probably one of the nicest Packers. Corey Linsley, he was our rookie center last year. He was really good. Everyone talked about Zach Martin and Joel Petonio. Corey Lindsey was an underrated center last year who did a lot of dirty work. So I like him a lot. Got him on the 8x10 there. Looks pretty nice. Next we got our middle linebacker, Sam Barrington. He had a breakout year last year as well, so I thought I'd put an 8x10 for him. He kind of reminds me of Patrick Willis a little bit, the way he plays. He's a hard hitter. So it'll be interesting to see how well he can play in coverage this year, though. Next, this is it's not Clay Matthews, if you guys were wondering that. He's got the hair, but Clay Matthews I did not get because, like I said, it was raining day one. This is Jake Ryan. He's going to be our other middle linebacker this year. We drafted him in the 4th round. Interesting to see how he plays. He's got potential, but it's kind of he's a nice guy too. So if you guys are from Green Bay, he'll sign. I don't see him stopping signing. I see him very similar to AJ Hawk. He'll sign a lot of stuff. He was a cool guy. He personalizes, but he didn't for me. All the rookies except for like Christian Ringo and Ty Montgomery personalized, and Brett Hundley. Brett Hundley doesn't personalize either, but Jake Ryan personalizes, but he didn't for me for some reason. So I don't really care if he did or not, but that might go up on the wall. Next, this guy's tough. I mean tough. Quentin Rollins. The dude hates signing already, and he's barely signed any autographs. He said he's done. Panini took all the life out of him. So that's that. He signed 2 for me, but he did not like signing. He said he kept saying 2, and I'm like, yeah, could you sign both? And he's like 2, and I'm like, yeah, could you sign both? And then I'm like, oh yeah, I thought because I wasn't sure he wanted me to he's personalizing it. I thought he just meant to sign both, so I told him to put 2 Bobby on there. So I don't know. He's definitely a tough guy. And then this is his basketball photo because he was actually really good in college at basketball. He only played football for a year in college, but he signed 2-4, and I just erased the 2 and then the 4, and you really can't tell that it wasn't there. It was there, so that's pretty cool. Next, this dude is also underrated. I mean, I don't know what else he's got to do. Madden gives him a good rating, so Madden knows what's up. Mike Daniels, he's a underrated defensive lineman. He is a 92 overall in Madden, but no one seems to know who he is. This dude is, if he hasn't already proven himself, he is a beast. And he's probably one of the nicer guys too. So he won't stop signing ever, like anytime soon, because he just loves the fans. He liked the photo. He's also another guy. I said, can I get some gloves when I come back up? And he said, yeah, for sure. So we got some gloves coming from Mike Daniels probably. Next to Tone Jones. He personalizes too. I don't really care. I might frame these, not necessarily because he's a great player, because he's actually kind of a bust. He hasn't really developed the potential, but I just like the photo, and I like, not this one, but I like the way this one turned out. It looks sick, and it looks like it's a cool photo, so I might just put that up on the wall. He needs more snaps this year, though. I can't really consider him a bust just yet. Next, Morgan Burnett. One of the best safeties in the NFL. Signs for everyone. He was cool. He's easy to pick out, too. All-Pro guard Josh Sitton. He's cool, too. I didn't really know what to expect from him, because I heard the starting O-line was, I don't know, people thought they knew everything, but they didn't. They said the whole O-line was jerks, and really just Lang and Bakhtiari. Oh, Balaga's kind of a jerk too, but Sitton's cool. I like that autograph. I like the photo. He's an All-Pro. And the toughest graph I got, Demarius Randall. For those of you who don't know who he is our first-round draft pick. Him, he like Quentin Rollins, personalizes, and he hates signing. Well, he doesn't hate signing, but I don't see him signing after this year. So if you want to get his autograph, I suggest you go down there for minicamp or OT or training camp, because he is going to stop signing soon. He's a nice guy, but he hates signing. He's like Jabari Parker. He's a nice guy, but he just hates signing. He's really tough. We were the guys from Appleton. He was in his car, and he like was sitting there, and we're like yelling to Marius. He's just sitting there. Finally, he pulls up. He's like, I can't sign for you guys. It's under my contract. And we're like, please. And he's like, no, you guys can come to my private signing in like January. And he said, please, you can just please just sign it. We can personalize it to us if you want. And he's like, he's sitting there for a while. Finally, opens the door. He comes out. He signed for everyone, and then I don't know, he only personalized one for me, but he did sign 2 of 2. So I mean, I guess he's not a jerk, but he will not sign any longer. He won't sign for much longer. I can guarantee that. I can just tell by the way he came out. But he's gonna be an interesting guy to watch. He's a safety converted to cornerback. So I like him a lot. We have a lot of depth on our team this year. Our first round draft pick is our number 3 corner, so that's possibly number 4 corner. So that's kind of crazy to think. Next, this guy's 1 per, but he's nice. Casey Hayward, he's our number 2 corner. Gets a lot of interceptions, but he's not necessarily like fast. But he's a guy to watch. And lastly, I guess you consider this mojo because the whole Packer team is not signed. But the gold, this is why I'm done with gold, is Davante Adams. It's an amazing photo. I liked it a lot. But the gold, it just, I don't know. It just like, it sucked. Like you can't even see it. Let me see if like you can barely see the gold there. So, that kind of sucked. I was pretty upset. But the fact that Davante signed was pretty cool because he's going to get tougher now that he's good. Because the Packers just are not a good signing team. Like, I know, like, you can go to a Saints game, for example, you can get Drew Brees. You go to Packers, the best guy you'll maybe get is Eddie Lacy, and he's tough, too. Like, Lacy said he'd get us on the way back because it was just 4 of us. It was just 4. They just don't sign. So, even though I got 60 autographs, I call it a success. I give myself an A- because, you know, I like meeting all these guys, but you're just not gonna get stars for the Packers. It's as simple as that. The best guy you can get is Matthews or Lacy, and that's tough. Maybe Cobb. Okay, so that's everything, guys. I'm sorry for such a long video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Green Bay is pretty cool. Definitely one of my favorite places to graph, even though players don't. Even